Just fucking do it. Subscribe now. Okay, who's going to, what case are you working on?
Well, we thought we would work on the Harvard Walt Disney Pixar case today.
Okay.
But we haven't looked at it yet as a group.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You've got enough experience on your belt, but everybody's going to present all the cases before the week's up. Okay, now it's the Pixar, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Do anybody have any general knowledge about the Pixar?
No.
Okay.
Just other than the players.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Well, when you look at these cases in hindsight, well, this is clearly hindsight, and when you put it in conjunction with Jobs getting thrown out of Apple, and then and his involvement with Pixar and Disney, and there's a lot of global players, and some of the group cases, not that one, some of the group cases should have never been done, because hindsight, of course, is 2020, and the Time Warner, Nabisco, especially Nabisco, should have never been done. And I told you yesterday, the only reason it was done is because of the $3 or $4 billion in fees. Now, when you think about that from a lawyer's point of view, that's a lot of billable hours.
It's ridiculous.
It's beyond comprehension. I don't think Latham and Watkins, who I believe were the lead lawyers on that deal, I may be wrong about that, they don't have enough lawyers to, all their lawyers would be having to work 60 hours a day to build those kind of,
justify
yeah. But when a big deal goes through, remember, deferred fees, kids, it's magic. Not just magic for 1, 2, 3 million, but it's more magic at, hundreds of millions and billions, because no law firm, no major accounting firm is going to walk away from 200 million or whatever the number is.
So all these big deals, they're all deferred fees.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. Now, on a $4 billion deal, they don't have to worry about, you can create 2 deals, on the third deal you got to... No, we're going to make sure you don't create that first deal, because we're not walking away from $450 million. They don't say that. But if you get the managing partner off with a couple of drinks, and he say, there's no way this deal's not happening. Absolutely. There's no guarantee. Of course, then they'll back up and say, there's no guarantees, and short of calamity, war, blah, blah, blah. Now, it's interesting. During World War II, financial deals were still being done. During the First World War, financial deals were still being done. During the Civil War in America, during the American Revolution, deals were still being done. And albeit they were deals that supposedly kept America alive, kept Britain alive, but they were financial deals. The Rothschilds, more or less, bankrolled Britain against the fight against France, and Napoleon during that time frame. And one of the reasons the Rothschilds family, and they don't really know how rich the Rothschilds are, because it's all kind of trusts and secret shit all over, but they're filthy, filthy rich. And part of it is the money that they made from bankrolling Britain. Their lien, so to speak, their charge was against the country. Now, if they had lost that war, the Rothschilds would have been bankrupt. But they kept on loaning money, because cannonballs and stuff like that cost money. And
They loaned on both sides.
oh yeah, they loaned both sides. They loaned more to the Brits when they saw that the way the war, after Waterloo, when they saw, and they had pigeons coming back to old man Rothschild, supposedly. He had pigeons, and they said, well, shit. And then he'd go down to the prime minister, whoever the prime minister was then, and, you need more cannonballs, more cannons, more ships. Yeah, but I mean, that's a good case. Any questions on anything that you've covered so far?
Question about the lawyers and the
Okay.
fees. So once the deal is done, when
Now, define done to me.
so once it's complete,
Okay, now complete. Contract signed,
yeah,
has money transferred,
yes,
cleared funds.
yes.
Closed.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
now 3 months deferred legal fees are due, And when they
So no, that's the deal that you have.
yeah,
3 months.
that's right.
Okay, but
When
what
they
if you're in
bill-
the what if you're in your 5th month? Is it 3 months from the day the deal closes?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So they submit a
That's a good deal.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So they submit their bill, but what if they submit their invoice and it's you say it's
Over the top.
outrageous? What at that point? What do you say? You know, can you come back?
Well, I mean,
and
if
say-
you're a professional, you swallow your pride and you pay it. But if you're a QLA mentee, you say there must be a mistake here. No, the lawyers on your board.
no, this lawyer's an outside lawyer.
No, I know. But you have a lawyer on your board?
Yeah, no, I don't. At this point.
Okay,
For the
okay.
smaller deals, I do not.
Okay, well, you should have a lawyer on your board. But let's just say you had a lawyer on your board,
Yeah.
and he would look at it and he said, this is 3 times more than it should be. Okay? Then you get verification. The board all agrees that it's too much, but the lawyer on the board will know exactly more or less how much is too much because he is in the business of billing hours.
Right.
Okay? Then you have the lawyer on your board, go back to the engagement partner at the law firm and say, now, depending on the humor of the guy, one of the guys that I've used for many, many years, he says, he calls up laughing and he says, I see that there was a typo here, you know? And once they get past that, you know, there's no way that this is accurate. So immediately, almost 100% of the time, the engagement partner on the other side will say, let's say the bill was $500,000. Okay, we'll cut 100 off. Well, if they can cut 100 off with one phone call. Now, just imagine now, I'm not suggesting you do this. If you're down there choking them at their desk. So, but yeah, you can knock down fees. But at some juncture, remember, you're knocking the fee down, and that's a two-edged sword. Are they ever going to do another deal for you?
In our case, at this point, he's agreed to give us an estimate, depending on the work that is required before he actually starts doing it. So that'll help as we're doing the smaller deals till we get the bigger deals.
Well, an estimate is, you know,
But why
what's it
don't
worth?
you get a monthly invoice payable at
Because because in the early months it's going to be little.
yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah, but you're not paying it until the end because you don't have any money to pay the fees. Because the premise
They
is,
don't show it to you until
Okay.
the end anyway.
yeah, but they're gonna see how much money you made off the deal, and they're gonna think in their mind how much value did I add. So maybe I've only got $100,000 in billable hours, so I whacked 50% more, and you made $6 million. What's another 50 grand? You know, and that's how they look at it. The big firms that use the tiered system, there's an engagement partner. There's probably 1 or 2 junior partners under him, and then there's 3 or 4 or 5 senior associates, managers, and then there's the cannon fodder grunts that do most of the work. Okay, but remember, you're financing this. I mean, you don't want to be taken advantage of, but you're financing it with somebody else's money. So I don't fight too hard on the fees. Although some lawyers do send you monthly updates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like an invoice and it's written how many hours.
Yeah, but I mean, when they're deferring fees, they want to have wiggle room, so they don't want to
Yeah,
say.
but anyway, they write whatever they want.
Oh, well,
But it's a
that's
trust.
exactly right. They write whatever they want. But it's easier to get an estimate. How much do you think it's going to cost? The guy says $350,000.
Yeah.
Okay, which is just out of the air. He doesn't fucking know how much it's going to cost. Now, it's not like the incorporation, which is boilerplate, 99 times out of 100. They're going to charge you, instead of the 5 minutes that it took to produce the boilerplate, they're going to charge you a few $1,000s.